Hi guys, SJ here. Welcome to my channel. So this video is very special to me. It's my first ever 12 by 12 layout and that picture right there is what I'm going to scrap for today. So this picture was taken from Butterfly Garden in Dubai 2 months back when my grandparents had visited. And the reason for using such a large picture actually came to me through a post in FB which I saw of Paige Evans. She had challenged her DT members to use pictures which were 5 by 7 or larger in their layouts, and that kind of inspired me. And here I am going through different papers to back my picture, and I finally found this star-shaped one. I really don't know which line it is from. I think it is from Simple Stories because most of my papers which I have are from Simple Stories. I wanted the star-shaped pattern paper to be shown on one side of the pic and something else to cover the other side of the pic. So I initially tried to go with this black stripes, but I really didn't like it as it was bringing down the color of the photo and the star-shaped pattern paper. So I decided to go with this washi tape. It was from Daiso. It's one of my favorite washi tapes in my collection. I just love the colors in that. And that I am which you see right there is hand cut by me. I initially thought of fussy cutting the I am from the pattern paper which is on my left side, but I later realized that the pattern which was behind it would really get spoiled and I love that pattern, so I decided to hand cut I am, and that's me gluing it down. So this layout was made for an Inspired by Memories online crop. Inspired by Memories is a brilliant community in FB which is run by a mother-daughter duo, Julie and Katie. They are UK-based scrapbookers and they have a brilliant group in FB where they conduct crops, they sell kits, as well as they give out challenges every day. And I had talked about this group in my previous video. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll link it down below. Please do see it. The first challenge in our crop was to create a page about ourselves, which was kind of difficult for us who were participating because we usually don't do an I am page. It's kind of difficult. So I had to go through what I found suitable for me, and I had to add few words which were suiting my personality. The challenge basically was that any person who doesn't know me on seeing the layout should know who I am and what my personality is. So I had to showcase all that, my positives as well as negatives. And so that was a very fun thing to do. Here I am deciding that I must have a mixed media somewhere in my layout. I felt that on my right hand side there was so much color going on, and on my left hand side it was such a plain background. There were colors, but the background was so plain that I needed color somewhere. So I decided that I'd focus it on the center and do it around I am letters. But one of my mistakes was gluing the letter beforehand, so it became difficult for me to use mixed media since something was glued onto it. It was a hindrance. The second thing which I found was that I used the packaging technique using gelatos. And packaging technique is nothing but adding a color onto a package, adding some water and smooshing it down. But the first thing which I realized was on doing it, it was not showing the true color, and that kind of disturbed me. So since I didn't have a gesso is usually a primer which you use so that the color doesn't seep through and it stays true to it. But since didn't have any gesso, and since the background was white, I used white acrylic paint in and around the I am letters. But in spite of using it, still the color was not coming as I wanted it to. It was fading out. So I gave myself a break for some time. I glued on the pattern paper on the right, and I came back after some time and I decided to just rub the gelatos on the paper and just try to spread it out, and that worked perfect. And I realized that that's mainly because there's some primer behind it. If you try to do it on a plain white paper, then the true color of gesso won't come out. But since I'm doing it right now on acrylic paint, which is given as a primer, it is very smooth and that allows you to spread the colors even further. And since it acts as a primer, it even gives the true color of the gelatos which you're using. So guys, you must try this technique out. It works pretty fine. If you don't have a gesso, use an acrylic paint as an alternative if you are using white background. And here I am adding all the letters back, placing it so that there's no two colors repeated on the same side. Since I had few more words which were to be added so that my personality could be explained even further, I decided to use that sticker sheet which you can find on my left hand side right now. It is from the Simple Stories Let's Party collection. I love the fact that Simple Stories gives you options of having different alphabet sizes in their sticker sheets. It can be used in many ways. The red can be used as a main title, the green can be used as a subtitle, and the teal and an orange one can be used for places like these where you just have to fill a word in such a small space, which can be done with a small size like the teal and an orange one, which I find very, very satisfied about. That's one of the main reasons why I always go for Simple Stories. And here I am adding few more words which describe my personality. The word which I'm adding right now is daughter. I will add foodie as well as attached. By that, my list of personality words which describe my personality are done. And I completely forgot to tell you about the sticker which is on the top left corner of I am. It was very plain there and I wanted something to be there. Initially, my plan was to add a word which would describe my personality, but all which I had in mind had quite few letters in it. And if I had added that, it would clash with the emotional one which was on the top of it. So I decided to use some sticker there and I rummaged through my pattern paper and sticker sheets which I had, and I found this perfect flower. It was from I Am collection and it was so perfect for that corner, so I decided to use that. Next, I am adding my name. Initially, I wanted to add that pearl alphabet stickers which you see on the left top corner, but I found out that it was very dull and it didn't show up as much as I wanted it to. But this gold stickers was perfect. It was from a local stationery shop here in Dubai. I liked the font so much that I decided that I'd buy two. And thank God I did, because I had run out of A for my name and I had to finally adjust it using a capital A, which is perfectly fine because it's kind of cool. It looks cool. The first and the last alphabet being in capital. And here I am trying to add black to my word I am, since I had got acrylic paint on it while I was trying to apply the primer. So for any people who are deciding to do mixed media, please do it before you stick something onto the layout. Otherwise you might suffer like me. So here I am finishing the layouts with few of the hearts and stars from the I Am and Other Simple Stories collection. Here are the close-ups of my layout. I really hoped you liked it, and you didn't see me adding Heidi Swap gold color shine. I just added a few splatters here and there. And that's it, guys. I really hope you liked my video, and please do subscribe, like and comment anything below. Thank you.